give his inaugural address now. All are requested to be seated.
Respected spiritual leaders and former president of great nation himself, I always consider a great scientist. And of course, a great friend of my great friend, a wonderful person. So, brothers and sisters, I am extremely happy, a great honor to participate this sort of say mammoth sort of celebration, one of important sort of church sort of important sort of city anniversary. So great honor. I've no doubt, last 7 centuries, I think people who follow this tradition, I think certainly made great service to humanity, and particularly people of India. And I always consider India, we Tibetan call Pakpe Yul, that means Aryan Arya Bhumi. So we always consider this country is something spiritually very, very important sort of country. So I think last over 2,000-3,000 years, you see, firstly, the different religious tradition developed within the country. That is some Sangha philosophy, Sangha tradition, and with Sangha tradition, some other sort of tradition. Then Buddhism, Jainism, later Sikhism, these homegrown religion. Then Zoroastrian, a very small community, Parsi, very happily settled in this country. And then, like your tradition, you see, they found very happy place here. Then rest of other sort of Christian, or say the denomination, and then Islam, Judaism, all major religious traditions flourish in this country, and all remain in the spirit of genuine spiritual brotherhood, sisterhood. That's, I think, wonderful. So India's one of the, I think, great sort of today, your heritage is harmony among different religious traditions. I always telling different part of the world, India is an example. Different tradition, different religious faith can live together peacefully, harmoniously. So I think not only in past history, but even today, sometimes religious faith dividing people, and sometimes due to different religious faith, even conflict happen. Very, very unfortunate. Then India is the model. Different religious tradition live together peacefully, harmoniously. So please keep this tradition continuously, and should not think this is something like tradition, but this is something not only ancient tradition, but also very relevant to today's world. So India should show different part of the world, different religious tradition can live in the spirit of genuine spiritual brotherhood, sisterhood, more harmonious sort of what's today. Religious group that really can be through that way more effective to world peace through inner peace. If we religious believer ourselves fighting each other, criticizing each other, causing more problem, then people to where look real method to develop to bring inner peace is these various religious traditions. Therefore, first we ourselves should create inner peace based on practice of love, compassion. Those people who follow theistic religion, you are following God. God means infinite love. So people who believe that himself or herself, the practice of love, compassion must be your daily life, part of your daily life, so that you get more blessing from God, and also you will be much more happier person. Now modern time, in 21st century, I think people everywhere talks about money, material value. Of course, material value also important because that provides us physical comfort. But mental comfort will not provide by material value. Mental comfort provided by faith. Therefore, combination, material development and spiritual development, this must combine. So India has the great potential to make a combination and show rest of the world material value important, at the same time internal value, inner values, so that your physical comfort healthy, mind also very healthy. In fact, disturbed mind very bad for our health. Even to take care about physical health, we must take care about mental health. Healthy mind, healthy body go together. So healthy mind, material value alone will not bring that. So that I think people should know. So basically, the practice, as a result of practice of love, compassion, our behavior then automatically become non-violent sort of also the way of life. Non-violence means, if possible, serve, help other. If not, restrain, at least restrain harming other. That is non-violence. So therefore, in order to carry non-violent action, first we must look our inner world. Here must develop love, compassion, forgiveness. Once these inner value there, then all your physical action, verbal action become non-violent action. So 1,000 years, this country, you see, carry ahimsa, concept of ahimsa. That's very important. Now today's world, very, very necessary that, very relevant. Then religious harmony. This also part of India's tradition. It is very, very necessary in today's world. So you follow this particular sort of, Christian tradition. I think you can make significant contribution in this respect. Thank you very much.
Your Holiness, Your Holiness, we would certainly cherish the memory of your visit, your presence, and of course your words of blessings. Nothing will match in this world to express our love, All the same, we would like to express our love and devotion to Your Holiness with this modest token.
His Excellency Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, the former President of India, who ignite the hearts of the younger ones, young at heart as ever, will give the main address of the day now.
മലങ്കര ഓർത്തഡോക്സ് സഭയിലെ നൂറാം വാർഷികത്തിൽ പങ്കെടുക്കും കഴിഞ്ഞതിൽ ഞാൻ വളരെ സന്തോഷിക്കുന്നു. എല്ലാ മലങ്കര ഓർത്തഡോക്സ് സഭ വിശ്വാസികൾക്കും എൻ്റെ നമസ്കാരം. His Holiness Placius Marthoma Paulos II, His Holiness, my respected friend, spiritual friend, Dalai Lama ji, Honorable Sri Uman Chandi, Honorable Sri K.V. Thomas, and all the spiritual leaders, political leaders, and who love Saint Thomas, who are assembled here, my greetings to all of you. Friends, when I see you all, such a great number at one place, I see how you can be called Christians of Saint Thomas. You are all Christians of Saint Thomas because he preached great faith. So I would like to congratulate all of you. Today morning, friends, I read in the newspaper a full-page article about the Malankara Orthodox Church, where I specially read the piece message by His Holiness Basilios Marthoma Paulos II, where His Holiness concluded, wishing everyone Lord's blessing for guidance in times of troubles by the pillar of cloud and pillar of fire. After reading his words, a thought occurred to me. Today we need such a pillar of cloud, such pillar of fire to guide the world in peace and prosperity and happiness of the world. Now friends, when I see you all in Kerala, one of the great cities, Cochin, I want to share you one experience. In this land, in this Kerala, I want to share an experience 1962. There was a great leader, scientific leader. His name was Professor Vikram Sarabhai. He decided that he needs a place in Kerala near Tirunelveli, where equatorial system functioning, so he wanted to start a space research program there. So he went to administrators of Kerala at that time, 1962. They said nothing doing. That land cannot be given because there's a church, there's a bishop house, there is thousands of fishing folks, they live there. It cannot be given. You ask some other land. Then my professor Sarabhai, he doesn't live like that. He went to the chief minister. The chief minister said, "Oh, Vikram, you are asking difficult thing. I cannot give you ask anything." But he said one suggestion chief minister gave only one person who can help you to give this 400 acres of land near Tumba is a Reverend Father Peter Pereira. You go to Reverend Father Peter Pereira, he is the bishop of the region. If he agrees to give the land, land is yours, he said. So, my professor Vikram Sarabhai bishop Saturday evening. That Saturday evening, in the bishop house, Vikram Sarabhai met him, Father, I need a land for scientific research and space research. The location is very important for me. Can you give me 480 acres of land? I will ensure in 9 months, all the buildings, all the requirements of the fishermen, I will establish, he said. And both of them, when he said, Vikram Sarabhai, and the other side, Bishop and Vikram Sarabhai, they have got a unique quality. They can smile at difficult time. They smile. And Peter Pereira said, Bishop said, you come to church tomorrow morning at congregation time, we will decide. Sunday morning, Vikram Sarabhai went to the church. That church, there was a congregation was going on. Sunday prayer was going on in the church. After the prayer, my great scientist Vikram Sarabhai was called to the dais. He went to the dais. Now in the dais there was two people, Reverend Father Peter Pereira, Bishop of the region, and Vikram Sarabhai. Reverend Father said, Peter Pereira said, dear children, he is addressing the fishermen, dear children, we have a scientist here. He is Vikram Sarabhai. What science does? The mic what I talk, science has given us. The light what you are seeing, science has given us. The medical hospital equipment, science has given us. The fishing boats, science have contributed in a big way. So children, what I do as a preacher of this church, what I do for you, I pray for you. I pray and for your peace, for your well-being. So church, it gives the peace and happiness to the human being, whereas science gives the material characteristic it provides. So both of us, a scientist and a preacher, both of them do for the human welfare, for the goodness of the human welfare. Oh children who are assembled here, now can we give the church? Can we give the bishop house? Can I give your homes, thousands of homes, and to the scientific work? This question he asked. There was a pin drop silence. Nobody talked for some time. Then all of them got up and they said, Amen. Amen, they said, we got a church. The church was given. Nowhere in the world would have happened such event except in India, southern part of India, in Kerala it happened. The church today is a very important technology center. Of course, new houses were built and new facilities are created, fishermen folk. So friends, I want to say, very important as Reverend Father, as His Holiness Dalai Lama said, we need a combination of economic prosperity and also a spiritual way of life. This is the message I got to share with you, because it happened in Kerala. This great event it happened in Kerala. So I would like to congratulate all of you, such type of mind you are all having. Friends, I want to tell you one thing. There is a God's command. What is God's command? God says, I read somewhere, I have created the human being. I have created the human being with a brain and thinking faculty. I command, God says, I command all my creation that use your faculty with reasoning to reach my image. I wish you all the best for you. Friends, I am delighted to participate in the valedictory function of a centenary celebration of the establishment of Catholicate in the Malangara Orthodox Church. The church traces the origin to Saint Thomas the Apostle, who came to India in AD 52. The church established by him is celebrating 1960th anniversary of this year. I congratulate all of you. 11960 years the church was there and contributing. Most importantly, 100 years, centenary you are celebrating. This church is the church which Saint Thomas established remain as a strong, important community within Kerala for 19th century, and many people migrated to other parts of India. The church with 30 archdioceses spread throughout the world. In order to pursue the autonomy and set up a sustainable system, the church decided to establish Catholicate in India 1912. 1912, they established Catholic. That's the Indian church. Indian church emerged in 1912. Indian church emerged 100 years. And no, it is not remotely controlled. It is Indian controlled. So this 100 year celebration, this Catholicate, what does it mean? The Malangara Catholicate, what does it mean? It means, Earth orbits around the sun. One orbit, it takes 1 year. That means the Malangara, the church system, orbited around the sun 100 times. I might congratulate all of you. So friends, I want to talk to you. Next 10 minutes. What is the enlightened society? The subject I am going to talk to you, enlightened society. Advances in genetics demonstrating great similarity in the genome of man and animals shows that the limbic brain perhaps is the cause for all the conflicts within and outside. So far, human society from origin until now has always been at war, within and outside. So far, human society from origin until now has always been at war, between groups, and led to 2 world wars. Presently, terrorism, low-intensity warfare are affecting many parts of the world. Can we find methods by which we can remove this conflict? Friends, India is a country which has over the years learned to evolve, maintain a unique unity among diversity. It has become an inspirational model and the example to emulate for every region in the world, as His Holiness Dalai Lama said. India supports a social form of economic development and encourages a model of growth with equity. We are conscious of the need for growth to respect the environment and make it sustainable for future generations. In this context, I am reminded of a dream of an Indian poet. His name is Kaniyan Pungundranar, who articulated 3,000 years back in Tamil classic. He said, the poet said, which means I am a world citizen. Every citizen my own kith and kin. This feeling, I am sure, can be foundation for the way human thinking on unity of minds. With this spirit of universal brotherhood, I would like to put forth to this important